we're about to do so many raids. My goal today is to catch every single Regi, Regigigas, Regirock, Regilecki, all these Regis. At the same time, I need a background for every single one of those Pokemon. Let's do it. Welcome back, God bless. Hope y'all are doing well. Sorry I didn't have the screen recording up. Look, today we have way more research to claim than before, and we're actually going to catch this. It's going to be a lot of Stardust. I'm really excited. We have a bunch of stuff to claim. You've probably seen a couple shorts lately. I've been showing like my friend shinies because he's just screen recording and sending me over them. It's super dope. He's gotten so many shinies. So hopefully watching those clips got me to these shinies. I have a bunch of rewards. So if y'all don't know, you get free rewards when you claim, or after you do a raid, you get another legendary which can't be shiny. Unfortunately, the only good stuff I've gotten when it comes to legendaries is the fact that I've gotten a couple backgrounds. So if y'all haven't watched one of the last videos, y'all can go check it out. But spoiler alert, we have 4 backgrounds, one of 42 CP, one of them being the XXL with the background, one being this one, and then one being the Regirock. So far it's really not that bad, plus the Jangmo. I was gonna catch this off screen, but this is a very specific shiny Jangmo. The reason this is specific is because I think this is the shiny Jangmo with the community day background. If so, that's insane, and I'm pretty sure it is. So I want to show y'all. I waited to catch this to make sure. I'm pretty sure this is the common day background. Oh my goodness, that is so dope. That is so dope. Look at this, man. Oh my goodness, that is nuts. I'm gonna have to take a screenshot of that. Dude, that's insane. That is actually nuts. That's a W. That is a big W. I'm glad I didn't catch it off camera. Glad I was able to catch it here. Let's claim all these rewards. This ends in 3 days in 19 hours. The thing that sucks is the fact that I genuinely don't think it's possible to get enough to rank 100. I really don't think it's possible because rank 100, right, gives you the bottle cap. I don't think it's possible to get to 100 in 3 days because you only get maxed out at 1,000 per day. Or I guess you can only earn to 1,000. I'm really confused by this. Hopefully Niantic doesn't take away the $20 that I spent for this. Sorry, Scopely. I don't think Scopely would really do that. If they did, not gonna lie, a beautiful, nice written out MLA format email would be sent. But it would be very, very kind email, of course. That looks weird to me. Why is that timed? I don't know. I find that weird. Because timing-wise, it does not look physically possible to be able to do this research. Because you're literally capped 1,000 per day. And it takes 100 per rank, right? So you only get up to 59. 49. You can only get up to 49 in those 3 days. That's not possible. So hopefully, we'll be able to claim the bottle cap. If not, that would be a complete scam. It'd be pretty unfortunate. I've been dealing with a lot of scams lately, so hopefully this won't be a scam. Hopefully this is actually possible to do. I might have to do remote raids. Maybe we'll do a couple. I don't know. That sucks. The fact that you only have 3 days to get 49 more ranks, like that, to get to rank 49. Unless I buy more, like I probably will, by the way, just to get the bottle cap because I don't want to get scammed out of the bottle cap. But at the same time, that's still scammy. It feels unless you get it regardless, but it looks like you have to get to the level. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. And I've done almost everything except for... Actually, I haven't done that much. I can do hearts with buddies, hatching eggs, but even getting those 150, the most I'm going to get is rank 60, which you need rank 100. So, I don't know. That's weird. I would love for it to stay, because this Goldplex ends in 6 days, which is fine. This ends in 3. That makes no sense. So, hopefully that means we get it. If I don't get the bottle cap from this, complete scam. We'll see what happens. Anyways, let's see this. By the way, I don't want to jump to conclusions. I don't think it's going to be a scam. I just think logically that doesn't add up. Let's claim legendaries. Regigigas being the first one, an 825 CP, not shiny. I'm wondering where the shinies are. I've gone 30 minimum legendaries, almost 40 now, no shiny. That's counting research as well as raids. So, hey man, we'll hope for the best. Let's transfer. Let's check out the next 2. Next one is a Regilecki, and of course it's not shiny. I've done about like 18 raids of these. Nothing so far, but all good. 1481 is not that great. I'm going to transfer it. GG's. Goodbye. I'm going to transfer this as well. It is kind of rare for a low CP, but all good. All right, second. Another Regidrago. Not shiny. This is a 909. That's an interesting one. Okay. That's interesting. We didn't catch off the Great Ball. We'll try it again. I think this means we'll also get a background, which is really cool. One of those background legendaries. All right, let's catch it, right? Or not. All right, well, I think we'll probably go Raspberry. Check that out. So go Raspberry, and then I'm gonna Ultra Ball. Yep, we'll let that throw the Ultra Ball. Almost, but there we go. Caught it anyways. 909. All good. We'll transfer this as well. Now, let's see. We get all the candies, so that's every single Regigigas, Lecky, Regidrago, Regirock, Regice, and Registeel. Now, we've gotten a couple of these. I think next we should do Registeel. I hope to get this shiny. If we don't, is what it is. This is the one I don't have a background of yet, so that's why I'm going to go for this one. So as you can see, we'll be able to get one right here. Hopefully it's shiny. It will have the background, so shiny. Yes! Oh my goodness, this is going to have the background. Oh my goodness, this is going to have the background. That's so good. Let's freaking go, baby. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. 250 CP as well. Who is going to get a 250 CP? Oh my goodness, that's so dope. That is so dope. Let's freaking go, dude. That's a shiny we want to see, man. Let's go. Watch this. Oh, wait, this is the first time I got a shiny of Registeel. Wait, watch. Bang! Let's freaking go, man. That's awesome. And screenshot that. I'm sorry. I gotta calm down. I'm not powering this up ever. That is super dope. That's super dope, man. Look at that. That's a beautiful shiny. Now, as you can see, I wonder. Oh, there is more raids. Oh, what a funny time to be alive. I'll be right back. So after all that, Regigigas is now in raids, which is pretty cool. So the good thing is I don't have this background yet. So to be honest, I'm not necessarily going for the shiny when it comes to Regigigas, but more so the background. Because so far we have the Regirock, Regilecky, Regice, and Registeel. So now, background wise, all I'm looking for is Regilecky, no, Regigigas, and then the dragon Regi. I forgot its name. I'm not gonna lie. By the way, I don't think Regidrago, right? Yeah, I think it's Regidrago. I need to get Regidrago and Regigigas. So we're gonna go for that. I'm gonna do 6 raids because I can minimum get at least one of them. I can either Regigigas or Regidrago. I'm sorry, I don't remember the names. One of the two. I'm going to get one of the two backgrounds. If I can get a Regigigas from the raid remote, then I'll do a Regidrago. However, if I don't get a Regigigas, I'm going to do a Regigigas background before I do a Regidrago background. Does that make sense? Because I think Regigigas, I think, be kind of cooler with a background, to be honest. I mean, I'm just happy for any of these, by the way. Like, I'm not pushing my luck at all. We just got a shiny that was really low CP, Registeel with a background. On top of that, we also got a shiny Jangmo-O with a Community Day background. So I can literally not complain one single bit. So I'm just hoping. By the way, I literally should be going to bed. But that's just, raids have to be grinded. You feel me? Great. Raids have to be done. Raids have to be doo-dooed. That's alright. Raids have to be done. Like, dudes have to be dude. That's better. Not what I said before. Regigigas, number 1. Let's see whether or not this is shiny. I am seeing things. I really should be in bed. Alright, what's the CPs on this? This is a 2426. Now, I'm just going to say I have not gotten a hundo yet. But we'll see. Any rare candies from this first raid? No rare candies from the first raid, but all good. Got everything else but our rare candy. However, first Regigigas. First shiny. Regigigas has treated me pretty well. Not this time. This is a 2426, as we said. It's going to be really easy to catch since I don't have any pineapple berries. It's going to be golden raspberries. This is cool, though. Hey, I'll take this. We're going to see this, and then we'll claim the first reward as well. We'll do that for each one. So, Regigigas, number 1. No background. Not great IVs. We're going to transfer this. I'm actually going to check. Deerling, not shiny. This is a really cool shiny. Unfortunately, that one's not it. Oddish, we'll catch that. We won't catch it. It's not shiny. All right, second thing is right here. Regirock, not shiny, 1584, which I'm not an IV type of person because they're all over the place when it comes to these rewards. So don't expect to like get a hundo with one CP and then it be completely different on another one. Like I feel like that kind of makes sense for this stuff because it's really, really different. Like it is. I mean, one of them I had a 42 CP, so it's like it's really different. Oh my gosh! All right, we're on raid number 2. We'll see what happens with this Regigigas. Hopefully it's decent. Like the IVs on the last one weren't that great. Which, by the way, I'll show you the Regirock to be quote before. Give you a heads up, it wasn't that good, but I'll still show you anyways if you're curious. 2416. I think that's worse. But if it has a background, I'm not really worried about the CP on it. Ooh, 3 rare candy. We'll take 3 rare candy. Another winner rate, of course. Main reason why we're doing this. All right, is this one shiny? It'd be pretty cool if it was. Rate number 2. Not shiny. It really sucks because like I've done so many raids, but I'm happy about the Regi steel that we got shiny. No background, by the way. I'm gonna show you this Regirock. It's actually small, not that great. No background on it. Let's check the next legendary, which could possibly be a Regice, which I do need shiny. Not shiny though, unfortunately. 505 CP, just above the Little League. That's so sick though. I think. I don't know how that didn't catch, but that's so sick though. The fact that it's a 505 CP, that's such an awesome idea. 505, not that great of IVs. I'm gonna transfer it, but still pretty cool. Let's go on to the next one. All right, we're back with the Regidrago. Now the reason I wanted to do a Regidrago is because it's kind of easier, to be honest. It's easier to do this. So Regidrago, why not? Again, potential background would be super cool. To be honest, shiny Regidrago would be nice. To be honest, I think that's what we should go for is the shiny version because since we don't have this yet, I feel like it makes sense. 3 rare kitty, which is nice. Stardust. We got the win a raid, and now let's see whether or not this is shiny. Would be pretty cool after 100 million raids. Bam, can't tell, and it's not shiny. This one's a 1636. I don't know. I don't know. It could be good, could be not. Not sure. All I'm worried about is if it either has a background or if it doesn't. That's kind of like I think the big things. I, however, don't remember seeing a 1600 CP before. I could be completely wrong, but I don't remember ever seeing one in raids. So this is interesting. Luckily, golden raspberry is gonna do the trick. I'd be surprised if it didn't. I knew the pineapple berries wouldn't do too much, but I had to try anyways. All right, let's see. Any background on the Regidrago? Nope. 1636 is really bad. That is devastatingly bad. All right, well, you know where that goes. We will, however, check the rate right here, or research. Another Regi steal. 176 CP. Dude, that's so low. That's so cool, though. Dude, if one of these was a hundo, shundo would be disgusting, but hundo would be nuts, dude. Ah, all right, not bad idea. I'm gonna transfer it, but that's still really cool. All right, we have 3 more raids to do, so we see either or not we get a raid shiny or a normal one of these shiny. Let's go. I forgot what counter we're at, but we're gonna get this shiny. This is, dude, we didn't get Regirock yesterday, which is insane. So it'd be cool. You know what? I mean, again, I can't be too mad. I got 2 shinies in this video, both with backgrounds, which is really cool. So I'm not like, oh, if we don't get one, totally cool with that. But hey, still grinding for it though. You feel me? All right, so we got 13 golden raspberries. Is gross. That's such a large number. Okay. Summary, do we get this shiny? I'm so tired. Shiny. I can't tell. Okay, 1691. I didn't say it. I didn't say it out loud, but this is way higher than the last CP I had. Background. No background. It's an XL. 98. You know what? We're very, very happy with the 98%. I will take a 98% any day. Super cool. That's actually my second best, I believe, legendary we've gotten so far IV-wise, other than this Regilucky. So, hey, you know what? That's cool. 98%, we'll take that. 100%. I like that. That's cool. We're going to transfer this other stuff real quick. Transfer. Ooh, don't transfer. Okay, but transfer for the one. Now, let's claim. Actually, let's claim all this here. Claim all that. We're ranked 24, which we need to be way higher than that. Okay. Now let's claim this right here. We'll see if it's shiny. No, Regigigas though. A 2054 CP. Right. Dude, if we caught that first try, that'd been extravagant. Again, CPs when it comes to this certain rank, not rank, research, it's impossible to know. Really bad. All right, we have 2 more raids plus a background potential we're gonna go for. Let's see if we get some shinies, baby. Let's go. Dude, I love the fact on how easy it is to take out Regidrago. I'm telling you, it's just so convenient. Like, I know there was 8 people in here, but I was using an Outrage Salamence, and it was doing so much damage. So, let's see the CP on this. 1654, not good. So, now we know Hundo is like 1693, like high CP like that. 3 Rare Candy, we'll take that. Revives, Hyper Potion, Stardust. 5th raid out of 6, so we have 1 more raid after this. Alright, Regidrago, sorry. I don't know what shiny looks like, so we won't be able to know. Unless it sparkled. I did not click the run button. That was weird. Or maybe I did by accident. I was trying to click the friend. I don't know what that was. Alright, catch this. Let's hope it has a background. That'd be cool. It would be super nice. I'm trying to click all the backgrounds for all of the Regis, if you couldn't tell. Hopefully. Yes! That's really dope. That was a really sassy yes. But I'm really happy that we got this background. Now, all we have to do is Regigigas. And we can get the Regigigas from the research. So let's claim this one. Not shiny. Regilecki. Regilecki's... I'm kind of disappointed by Regilecki. I'm not gonna lie. We've done so much for Regilecki with no return on Regilecki. Except for, you know what? I take that back. We got a background XXL. That's... I can't complain. I take back what I said. I fully take back what I said. No shiny on it, but all good. I'm going to catch this real quick, this Regilecki. It's probably not that good of IVs. Regilecki CPs don't really change when it comes to the research. We have 1 more raid to do, and then we have 1 more background to catch, which I'll show you in a second if this catches. Alright, not good. Alright, let me do the last raid. We got the background, exactly what we wanted. We're going to tag background, and then we're going to get that Regigigas background, and we're going to be able to finish all of the background Regis, which is super dope. Let's talk about some counters because, well, you're gonna need some of these. What I've heard is that all of the Regis are gonna be out during GoFest. So to make it quite simple, for Regice, I've been using ground types, and I've also been using fire types, which could mean many different things. Charizard, ground types, Mamoswine, Groudon, Primal Groudon, Garchomp. Regigigas in specific, the one I'm doing right now, we're using fighting types. So Conkeldurr, Machamp, Mega Lucario would probably be best. Shadow Machamp would be fantastic. Shadow Conkeldurr. Regigigas, I also would use either fighting types or what works really well is dragon types. And in specific, Outrage is the move I use to do the most damage with. So Salamence has that. Excuse me. Dragon types will also have Garchomp also has dragon type moves. Mega Rayquaza is going to be fantastic because it's Mega Rayquaza. And then Registeel, I'm not going to lie, I don't remember doing any Registeel raids. But Regilecki, I'm not going to lie, we're going to give you better counters. But for now, when it comes to Regigigas and I can't remember these names. Regigigas fighting types, we can tell you that guaranteed. We just did Regidrago. That's the one. Dragon types are really good as well as fighting types. Note that Regigigas, you'll probably need minimum 5 people using fighting types. That's what I recommend comfortably. When it comes to Regidrago, the one where it's a dragon type, you really need 2 people. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Just as long as you have good dragon type and fighting type moves and you're dodging the hard attacks that, like, as you guys can see, I'm always dodging. And the reason I do so is so I can use my power up move instead of getting knocked out, and it's super beneficial to do this. It might seem like it's annoying, but when you're able to do more charge attacks because you dodged a little bit and you took way less damage, it's way more beneficial. I'm telling you, I have won way more raids just by doing so. So there's that. Regice, oh, we talked about that, the fire type. Regirock is a rock type. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember. Again, I'll look up counters and then we'll talk about it. But We should be knocked out. All right, we're good. Okay, cool. Regigigas. This is the final Pokemon that I need a background for. If I got it from this research, that would be insane. I doubt it. If we got a background card on this Regigigas right here, that'd be insane. I'd be totally fine if not, because I'm just gonna do the guaranteed one either way. However, this would be cool to get it. Let's see right here. Is it shiny though? That would be kind of cool as well. Oh, it's a shiny. Holy CP, that's a 3007. Okay, cool that it's shiny. Shout out Regigigas for just being the GOAT. I say that because I got a Shadow Regigigas from one Shadow Raid a while back, and now this is a 3007 CP shiny. What a dope shiny. Like, what a dope shiny. What a dope shiny. Shout out Regigigas, man. Regigigas the GOAT. You don't need to be a background. It's not. It's okay. That's weird. It's weather boosted. It's 3000 CP, but it's a 2-star. That is, okay, whatever. That I'm so glad I got a shiny from a raid. That's super cool. Regidrago, not shiny, at 477. Oh my goodness, that's so cool. I'm really happy we did get a shiny from a raid. It's like I kind of want to keep that because it's below 500. All right, we're going to. And then the final thing we should do, we'll claim this, and then we'll get our final background legendary. Let's get our final background legendary, which is Regigigas. We have all of them, which we'll show. All right, Regigigas. I really, if you were shiny, literally, I don't know what I'd do, but you don't have to be shiny. This is just super cool. I don't care. 1448. I love that it's a way lower CP. I don't care if it's a hundo. I don't care if it's a 2-star. I don't care if it's a 0%. I just like the fact that we got the final background. Let's freaking go. And it's a 3-star. That's amazing. So let me show you all in all what we got. So we'll start with the shinies. So for today's video, 3 shinies. We got the Jangmo-O, which is shiny. We got the Registeel with a background. And then we also got a normal Regigigas shiny with no background. But now, when we do the background, we look up just background. Now, ooh, I don't know how to spell. All right, but now when you spell the word background, right? When you spell it correctly in specific, you're gonna see we got every single one of them. So we start off with Regirock. Regirock, we got this one, 1301. We got a Regilecki. We got this one, and then in specific, the XXL, which is super dope, super uncommon to see. And we got a Regice, 42 CP, 3-star with a background. Jangmo-O with the background, which is nothing to do with the Regis. Registeel, shiny with the background. The Regidrago with the background from a remote raid, which is super cool. And then finally, the Regigigas with the background. We have officially completed. That means, and the total I've spent on Pokecoins for these raids were about 2,500, almost 3,000. However, totally fine. I'm in the right financial area to be able to spend that type of money. In fact, I probably plan on spending more for GoFest. However, I did all this to try and just get a background of each Pokemon, and I did. And I'm really happy that I did. It's really cool type of idea. We could go for all shinies, but I'm not like that. I'm super happy with the fact that we did that. Now our next goal, not going to be in this video, but the next goal is to complete this research to get our Galarian Zapdos. We have that to do, and we need to make sure that we get all this done as fast as possible to hopes that we can get our golden bottle cap before GoFest. Hope for the best. We'll see what happens. Thank y'all so much for showing up. God bless. Jesus loves y'all. Have a great day, and I'll see y'all in the next one. If we do any of these raids, I'll let you know. All right, I just turned the video back on. I totally forgot about this. We kind of talked about some of the other, so we talked about Regigigas counters before, Regice and Regidrago. Let's go over Regilecki counters. So the big specific thing for Regilecki, which is the electric type Pokemon, in the Regis in specific, main thing you want to use is ground type. So Primal Groudon is going to be your #1 bet. Mega Garchomp is going to be #2. It says Shadow Garchomp, Shadow Groudon, Shadow Rhyperior. Mamoswine is what I use. It would be pretty decent. It's #9 for Shadow wise. It's really good. Excadrill could also be very good as well. But then we have for Regirock. Now Regirock is weird because there's a lot of different ones. So to tell you some examples, metal types is, or steel, sorry. Steel types is one in specific. The steel types in specific is one that's really good, but in specific for the steel types, it says dust main necrozma. So what I'm actually gonna find it real quick. The necrozma, the dust main. This one in specific is what you're gonna want to use. Sunsteel Strike is a really hard hitting attack, so this is something you're definitely gonna want to use. Top of that, Primal Groudon is insanely good. It shows both of the Zacians, the Crown Sword and the Crown Shield, but we won't be getting those. Do we have those? I think we do have those. I don't remember actually. Do we have these? Yeah, we do have these. Okay, I don't have them personally, but these Zacians with metal type attacks, including Metal Claw, and then both having Behemoth Blade. Top of that, Mega Lucario is number 5, Primal Kyogre is number 6, Mega Garchomp is number 7. Final thing I have not talked about yet is also Regice. We just went over Regirock. Let's go over Regice, with the main things being both the Zacians, the Necrozma, the Lucario, and then for fire types, it could be Reshiram, so Reshiram, this is decent. Then we can do Ho-Oh. It could be any normal one, the Shadow. More so, it does say the Apex Ho-Oh here. So this is specific from research that you can totally get. And then there's also Mega Charizard Shadow Moltres, which is a very, very good Pokemon. I have a couple of these shadows in specific. Shadow Moltres is very, very good to use. So those are all the counters for all of the other 3 Regis that I didn't talk about already. I kind of just talked about loosely, like Regigigas, which is fighting types. Regidrago, the dragon type, using outrage dragon type moves, which you can get from Salamence, or you can use another dragon type move like Garchomp, or fighting types, of course, Mega Lucario, Machamp, Conkeldurr. And then we also talked about Registeel, which Registeel, since it is, it's not Registeel, Registeel, since it is a metal type, fire types can be pretty decent against it. So you can use stuff like Ho-Oh, you can use stuff, I mean, you can even use fighting types as well. Registeel is really easy to take out. Same thing for Regidrago, super, super easy. The only ones that are kind of difficult to take out, in my personal opinion, would be Regigigas. So just make sure you're using the best counters, which would be fighting. I want to thank y'all so much for showing up. God bless. Jesus loves y'all. Have a great day. I'll see y'all in the next one.